I think we're ready to stream, everybody. Hello, subscribers and future subscribers. I'm KarmaJolt. This game, well, the game that we're about to play anyway. This is Mega Man X, and Mega Man X, I love you, but now's not the time. This game that we're about to play is The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, and like I've been saying all year, in 2025, I want to beat every game on the SNES Classic. So we've got like 9 or 10 of them left to go. Let's play some Zelda today. What's going on? Calix and Wayne and Nick the Frenchie and Robert R and Genevieve B and Coco and Avis and Aces and Wayne and Genevieve B and KarmaJolt. Molly M did not draw this thumbnail. As a matter of fact, RogueEffect drew it. But this game, I don't need to talk about it. I've streamed through it like 1 billion times, Molly M. So, actually, let's do the intro here. Long ago, in the beautiful kingdom of Hyrule, surrounded by mountains and forests, and what appears to be like a ton of pollen, too, legends told of an omnipotent and omniscient golden power that resided in a hidden land. Yeah, this power, it just knows everything and is everywhere. So if it's omnipotent and omniscient... Oh wait, no, that's all-powerful and all-knowing. Not that it's everywhere. That would be omnipresent. But no one ever returned. I skipped part of it. I missed part of the story. One day, evil power began to flow from the Golden Land. So the king commanded 7 wise guys to seal the gate to the land of the Golden Power. Ah, Zelda, the mute kid. That's right, Nick the Frenchie. Molly M? What's wrong? What you being like that for? Be rad. I've beat this game. I've beaten it many times. Hopefully I can show off some cool glitches and tricks for you, which I've done before. But this time we're playing it on the SNES Classic. Oh my gosh, and we're zooming in on a map, everybody. That's mode 7, is it not? That's like the thing that the Super Nintendo could do. Anyway, look, there's like a king with a skull for a face or something. I don't need to do the rest of the introduction. Who is Kid? And why do I have 19 deaths? I actually don't remember playing this at all. I didn't realize I had save data on this. Weird. Okay. So apparently I've played this game a lot on my SNES Classic already. I did not realize that. Let's start over and start a new file. Have a great stream, Molly M. I will. Love you. I was a big girl today and went to the doctor. Genevieve B. I'm proud of you. Way to have insurance, too. Alright, let's start A Link to the Past. Obviously, we're gonna name our main character Lemon because that's like a thing that I always do when I play a Zelda game. Let's start. I know how to play a couple Zelda songs on guitar, despite not playing a single game, says Avis. Lost my only copy of Twilight Princess. Oh no! Help me! Help me! Quick Guns, what's going on? Please help me. I am a prisoner in the dungeon of the castle. Well, obviously you must have committed a crime, so why would I help you? My name is Zelda, the wizard Aghanim, who is this guy, by the way, on my shirt, has done something to the other missing girls. That doesn't sound good. Don't do anything to those missing girls. Aghanim has seized control of the castle. That means he's 16'd control of the castle. It's the thing you do in Fire Emblem when you finish a mission, Nick the Frenchie, and is now trying to open the 7 wise men's seal. I am in the dungeon of the castle. Please help me. Alright, fine. Lemon, I'm going out for a while. I'll be back by morning. Don't leave the house. This guy is gonna have an all-nighter somewhere? He's gonna go for a rager. He's partying. Oh my gosh. And this is The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Your character moves pretty quickly. I guess in most Zelda games, your character isn't like slow or anything like that. But if I hit the A button, I can lift pots and destroy some of the only pottery that I have in the house. I'll throw it right on the table here. And oh, there's a treasure chest over here, ZIR and Ken. You got the lamp. You can light torches and see your way in darkness. I love that. Without the lamp, dark rooms, pretty darn dark. They're so dang dark, so to speak. And I can even equip this item to my Y button. It does that automatically. But that item requires magic to use. So if I try to use the lantern right now, I'm short on magic power. You can't use this item now. Watch your magic meter. That message is displayed. Is this the only time Link has a family member? ZIR? Oh, you answered your own question. Wind Waker, you have like a sister, right? Hey, you're not allowed in the castle, son. Go home and get some sleep. Yeah, also, why are you out in the rain without an umbrella? Oh my gosh, Leader Jord. Anyway, what you're supposed to do is explore around a bunch and be like, oh, I can't figure out how to get into the castle until... Actually, you might get a hint here from a telepathic message. I am in the dungeon of the castle. I know there's a hidden path from outside the castle to the garden inside. So that's like a little bit of a hint, and like, oh, why does this one bush have tiles surrounding it like it's important or something? Well, if you lift up this bush, you find this hole that you can dive down. And by the way, Link is strong enough that he can just like lift he just like tears this bush from its roots. Anyway, let's fall down this hole. Sister, hardly knew her. Oh yeah, and hey, like it says in the chat, everybody. If I get any donations, I'll do some squats. In fact, I've pinned the message. And with that said, let's reset the reps counter from the other day when we did 50. Thanks for your generosity, everybody. Hey, I fell a long distance, but everyone knows that if you land in water, even if it's like 1 inch of water, you don't take fall damage, Michael Mervin. Something tearing bushes. Michael Mervin, what are you talking about? Lemon. I didn't want you involved in this. I told you not to leave the house. I gave him a voice earlier. It was something like, take my sword and shield and listen. You can focus power in the blade. Hold the B button. Then release it using the secret technique handed down by our people. It's called Spin to Win. ZIR, you don't take me out of context ever. Lemon, you can do it. Save the princess. Zelda is your real name, is probably what he was going to say. Shoutouts to RogueEffect, by the way, for making my thumbnail, which you might have seen. And also coming up with that joke that I just used. Oh, man. Here, wake up. I'm trying to get him up. Obviously, you got to lift him by the ears here. That guy might be dead. Or else he would have been like, ow, stop that. Whoa, enemies. They're just police officers. Ooh, I found a tiny pot under that larger pot. And when you collect these tiny pots, the green magic meter in the upper left fills up a little. And now I can use my lantern to create flames and light torches and find $5. Michael Mervin. Yes, spam the coffee emoji in the chat for RogueEffect, aka get your coffee. Also, there's a glitch you can do near your uncle's house called the Citrus Clip, and from that, you can go to the Eastern Palace without the sword and shield. Yo, Leader Jord, I made a whole video on that a while back. I made a short about it. That's not a whole video. It is. It is actually a whole video. Anyway, killing dudes! Ken with the coffee beans. Is that what that is? Or is that red beans for my rice? There's also a glitch that allows you to beat this game in just a few minutes if you jump off of this ledge up here, then hit select in midair to save and quit. You can come back here and do a glitch that gets you out of bounds, and you can go straight to the Triforce and win the game. Yo, Nick the Frenchie with the cool €5. Thank you so much. Just to say that I'm in pain right now, everyone spam Le Croissant for Nick the Frenchie, who is in pain, and we will heal him with the power of French things. Hurt my back while working out. Please be careful. We are getting old. That's true. I will be careful when I do my squats. But hey, let's add 5 to the to-go counter. Give me 1 second. Molly M texted me in all caps, don't have a great stream. Alright, SB Gamer, what's going on? Anyway, yeah, you can do a glitch there that will probably show off after we beat the game. Oh, she just being silly. Life is pain, yes, which is bread in French. Give me 1 second here. Okay. So there are guards in this palace. They wear green. They have... Do they have horns on their helmet? You know what? I don't think I ever put that together until now. James B., I hope you have a good game. Genevieve B., what's going on? I'm just playing some Zelda here. But like from the side, this guy's helmet, it looks like it's got like a duck bill that's flipped up. But no, I guess on the front of these guards' helmets are supposed to be pointy little horns. Hey, Karma ignores a lot of us. Don't worry, Gen B. I'm not trying to ignore anyone, but we did find a map and a key, everybody. Let's hop down this ledge. I could take the stairs and go down, but also, it's only actually like a 3-foot drop. Link is very short. I don't know. How much of a drop do you think this is? Not enough to hurt when you land, despite the fact that Link is carrying a iron shield and a steel sword. What do you think his sword is made out of, too? It's white, so it might be white steel. Yeah, by the way, I should mention, throwing pots at people does a ton of damage. You think he's 6'9", Michael Mervin? By the way, happy 6'9", everybody. It is a beautiful June 9th today. And, yeah, like my uncle said, if I hold the B button, I can focus shiny energy on the tip of my blade. Then when I release the B button, I spin to win. Galaxy Slush, which does, like, slightly more damage than a regular sword stab. Like this green guy, ow, he poked me. 2 swings of the sword and he dies. This blue guy, I think, is even more powerful, but... yeah, he takes 1 regular swing and 1 spin-to-win swing. Maybe his sword is ceramic. Nick the Frenchie? That's a good point. You know what? €5 is more like $6. Let's round that up. According to Google, it's $5.72. So hey, thank you so much. Ooh, I have a key. How will I ever go through this door? I will use the key on it. In this universe, when you use small keys, they are destroyed forever. That's how keys work. That's generally how keys work. You all know how keys work. Every time I open my car, I gotta go get a new key. When you lock a door, does it use a key in this world? Spins to win is right, party person. This guy be swinging his ball and chain over here. It's one of the few times that somebody spins but doesn't win. Let's throw pottery at him. Oh yeah, and I guess I didn't really mention it, but I did find a boomerang. I also have the big key. One of the few keys in the game that when you use it, it doesn't get removed from your inventory. It doesn't instantly break, Ruby Ryalu. But yeah, I have a boomerang, which is uniquely Australian, right, ZIR?
Thank you, Lemon. I had a feeling you were getting close.
Yeah, she probably heard all of the guards screaming and pottery breaking and people dying. So that's how she knew I was getting close.
Lemon, listen carefully. The wizard is magically controlling all the soldiers in the castle. I fear the worst for my father. The wizard is an inhuman fiend.
Also inhumane. Dandy, what's going on? Legend of Zelda. Yes. He's got some pretty strong magical powers, from what I understand. Although, now that I'm thinking about it, I've never seen, like, a weak wizard. Do you understand? Not at all! What happens? Okay, listen carefully this time, Lemon. The wizard is strong, and he's doing bad stuff. Do you understand? I do. They're just pronounced similarly, Avis. What are we talking about, Michael Mervin? Alright, let's get out of here before the wizard notices. I know a secret path, but first...
We have to go to the first floor. Let's go.
She had a treasure chest with her in jail that had money in it. It was a $5 bill, I guess you could say. Was that her wages for the week? Because I know sometimes in prisons, like, they do labor, Sorial, and they earn something like a couple dollars a week for, like, working in the cafeteria. Not that I've ever been. Finally, a moment where I can join the stream. Sorial, you can join anytime. You said you can beat the game in 5 minutes or something like that. I think I've seen it in shorts. That you did, says James B. Oh yeah, I've definitely showed off that glitch before. Maybe in a short or two. Zelda could have bribed the guard to get out of jail, but she didn't. Wayne? Yeah, because, like, that was the last of her money. She didn't want to get out of jail and be broke. Not me. Playing the example of what 2D action games should be. Yo, not me? Welcome. Oakley Gamer. Muzan Slayer, what's going on? I'm lurking, says Gen B. I'm lurking here to watch a streamer. Everyone knows the song. Hey, by the way, this boomerang, you can stun people with it. I say by the way a lot, and I think it's because Jackie J started saying it like every other sentence. And I have been influenced. Yo, that guy takes 3 hits to kill. Also, the boomerang can pick up items from a distance. Bah. Like this. Oh, he didn't drop an item. You can stun people IRL with a boomerang too. ZIR? Yeah, that is possible. I have to imagine there have been multiple situations where somebody threw a boomerang at someone unexpectedly, and that person was like, why? I thought it was you. You kick butt. Yo, James B, thank you so much. Everyone put a JB in the chat for James B. I'm going a direction that I don't normally go. What's out here, actually? I was busy, Mr. Jolt. Got overtime at work without pay. Missed my mom's operation. And took her to 2 appointments out of 9. I'm about to end everyone. Sorial, you should end whatever system is making you work without pay is what you should do. I am so sorry to hear that. But I'm glad you're here. How have you been?
There's a secret passage in the throne room that leads to Sanctuary. I'm sure the old man will help us.
Oh yeah, that's what I need. An old man to help us. Let's go up these stairs. Ugh, I hate stairs, but they're very necessary in this game. I'm gonna stun this guy, but not the other dude. To make the other dude think, like, what, am I not enough of a threat for this guy to stun me?
That ornamental shelf should open. Do you have a light? It's pitch dark inside, and you can't see without one. If you're ready, let's go. Help me push it from the left.
What do you mean, ornamental shelf? Wouldn't that just be a shelf? A shelf that you put ornaments on. That's a shelf. You can put anything on a shelf. You happen to have put some ornaments on it, like these large golden swords. But yeah, let's push this thing out of the way. We pushed the shelf carefully so that these things wouldn't fall off of the shelf. I don't know if you can see how much I'm flickering here when I hold up against this shelf while holding my sword out. But yeah, there's no friendly fire in this game, fortunately. So Zelda can't hurt whatever lady is following us. Ooh, there's rats in this sewer. I wonder if any of them can cook. Like your glasses, says ZIR. Hey, thank you so much. Also, let's kill these rats because one of them might have an item that we need. You can light up the entire room with your smile. Or by, lighting the lanterns with your lantern. Lighting these stationary lanterns with your mobile lantern. But if you don't have the lantern at all, you don't get this, like, glowing light that is... that I am projecting in front of me like this. So if you come down here without the lantern, I think it's just black screen and you can't see anything. Being in training overtime equals no pay for me, brother. Also, tomorrow at 6 a.m. I have to go to work. 2-hour drive. Also, I was supposed to get 2 weeks off. I got 9 days. What the heck, Sorial? Everyone be nice to Sorial. I'm talking to you, entire world. Ping Penguin, welcome. I got another key. Glasses change? Yo, Genevieve B? You got it. I'll wear the ones that I just knocked off my desk. Oh, they happen to be the ones you gave me. You doing a full playthrough, Oxy Montana? That's the idea. After passing through these sewers, we will be very close to Sanctuary, and also, we will smell pretty bad, is what I'm guessing. Spin to win! Oh my gosh. Monster kill on those rats. And yeah, I was making a Ratatouille reference earlier. Because I watched it for the first time with Genevieve B recently. Ping Penguin? I see you spamming the, eggplant emoji in the chat. Ah! I got batted by that bat. Well, there's a door here. Does this sewer system extend under the entire, city? Oh my gosh, Sorial with the $36.99 Arab Emirates dirham saying, glasses change to Gen B's favorite glasses. If they're not these... Actually, you know what ones she likes? Is these guys here. Hey, everyone, spam the AED in the chat for Sorial, who donated approximately $10. Thank you so much. So let's go to 16 reps to go. Enigma, I see you. It's been a while. Bayonetta is awesome. I'm better at DMC, though, says Avis. For now. Not my faves, but I do like those. All right, Genevieve B. In that case, share with the class. Which glasses of KarmaJolts are your faves? I fox with those glasses, says Sorial. Thank you. Please drop 1 rupee. Oh, he dropped a key. Wait, no, that's very necessary. I was racing. Sad to miss your streams, but I gotta go fast. Yo, Enigma? We'll probably be racing later today because there was an F-Zero 99 update. Maybe not an update, but there's an event. Alright, so the blue rupee is worth 5. The red is worth 20. But I'm looking for a green so that I can have 69 rupees, everybody. What is this? Somebody sealed up a door there with some rocks. Well, if I had bombs or something else, I could open that hidden passageway. I'm trying to read all of the comments in the chat, but I should maybe pay attention to the game for a second, because I am slightly low on HP. You don't have to kill all these rats, but often the rats give good money. Gosh, I wish I had a scrapbook full of photos of you in all the classes, Genevieve B. I should make those. Kettle Clog, what's going on? Anon. Sanctuary is just beyond that door. Pull the switch over there, lady. You gotta specify. It's definitely the one on the right. But here's what happens if you pull the one on the left. Oh my gosh, I love snakes, which is an Indiana Jones quote. The boomerang doesn't outright kill the snakes? Let's pull this lever using the A button or whatever she said. ZIR! So we all know about the Fansly. We do! There's a link to it in the video description. Akex, what's going on? I pulled the wrong one just to get the rupees. Uh-huh.
Princess Zelda, you are safe. Is this your doing, Lemon?
Yeah, I had something to do with something.
Yes, it was Lemon who helped me escape from the dungeon. When I was captive, the wizard said, once I have finished with you, the final one, the seal of the wise men will open.
Yeah, this is some plot stuff that you can ignore if you would like.
Lemon, you must not let the land of Hyrule fall into the wizard's clutches. If he releases the seal of the 7 wise men, evil power will overwhelm this land. Before that happens, before it's too late, destroy the wizard before he destroys all of Hyrule. You can do it, you can.
I sense that a mighty evil force guides the wizard's actions and augments his magical power.
I assume this is the man talking now.
The only weapon potent enough to defeat the wizard is a gun, or the legendary Master Sword. It is said that the village elder is the descendant of one of the 7 wise guys. Maybe he can tell you more. I will mark his house on your map.
You got a map, right? You're not one of those mapless scrubs who walks around without a map, are you?
But watch your every move. I am certain that the castle soldiers will be looking for you now.
I will hide Princess Zelda here, in the middle of the room.
Do not worry, seek the elder.
Is he gonna hide her at all, or is she just gonna stand right here? Yeah, the soldiers will never come into a building to look for her. Yo, we found somebody's heart! Like it's that Edgar Allan Poe story. Your heart level increased. Oh, look at that! Now I have 4 maximum hearts. Oh, ZIR, yeah, OnlyFans supports the IDF, which is insane. Well, my friend, I need money. Yet, I gotta learn how to be a responsible adult and take care of my fam without crashing out. And causing a 0 days without work accident. Yo, Soriel, yeah, you take care of yourself. But thank you so much for the dono. I appreciate you. Oh, you know what? And while we're here, let's do those 16 squats, everybody. Thank you so much for donating, Soriel and Nick the Frenchie. Obviously, you gotta do squats while you're in the church. Let me find my weights.
Pip, where are you at?
Here they are. Alright, we got 40 pounds of weight here, so let's do 16 squats. Ready, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Thank you, Genevieve B. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Are you the one who chooses the name Lemon? I am Muzan Slayer. I don't know how it started, but like, there's just a running joke on this channel that like every time I play a Zelda game, Zelda's name is Lemon. Hey, we did 16 squats. Chris Blade, what's going on? Playthrough? Yes, I plan on beating the game. Probably not today or tonight. Soriel, I don't know if that's something I can gift. But message me on Discord. There is a Discord, by the way, everybody, in the video description. Squat mode, disengage. Hey, the X button opens the map, by the way. And look at this. I can search around on the map. Ooh, and the Elder's house was marked by that guy at the church. If I hit the X button again, I can zoom all the way out to view the entire map of Hyrule here. How well do you know the game? Yo, Miho, I am not gonna need any help. I've probably beaten this game, I want to say over a dozen times, if I had to guess. And I know a couple neat glitches and tricks that you can do in this game that I will end up showing off, Anon. Ever do a randomizer run? They're fun. For some reason, I have not. I've watched a lot of people do randomizers, specifically of A Link to the Past, where, like, the stuff in every treasure chest is randomized. So, like, if you come down here to get these treasure chests, which typically have rupees in them, in a randomizer, you might find, like, I don't know, the Cane of Samaria, or the Cape of Invisibility thing, or like a single arrow or something. But hey, here's a crazy puzzle. You can move blocks in this universe. In a lot of Zelda games, you can move blocks, but like only one time. I think if I just do this, it works out great. Look at that. I can access every chest. Hey, thank you, Michael Mervin, for posting a link to the Discord. I probably should have come down to this vault after I found the bombs. RogueEffect! Crunch, crunch, crunch. Ah, RogueEffect. Is that a, Guns N' Roses reference? Or, no, who does that song? Immigrant Song? That'd be Led Zeppelin, wouldn't it? Yo, Lemon, this house used to be a hideout for a gang of thieves. What was their leader's name? Oh, yeah, his name was Blind, and he hated bright light a lot. So do I, and so am I. I will destroy their pots. Super Metroid / Link to the Past combo randomizer. Yeah, those look awesome. Anyway, this is the town. I don't know why Lemon lives so far away from it. But let's jump down this dangerous hole. Ooh, you got some bombs. You can pick up and throw a bomb you placed. Why are bombs so abundant in this universe? Nobody really explains that. Obviously, they needed a lot of bombs to dig this cave here. But somebody hid a bunch of bombs and money in this cave, and also a piece of somebody's heart, I guess. That's like evidence of a murder. Link's family lives closest to the castle. I wonder why, Anna. Because they are guardians. I see. Also, oh, I should have mentioned at some point. Hey, here's Lemon, the wanted man. Soldiers, anyone, come quickly. There are like signs that you can find around town. Yeah, I just murdered that dude. That would be like, hey, Lemon is wanted. If you see him, call the guards. You, sir, have you been going through life without one of my hold anything bottles? A bottle that holds anything? Can it hold a bottle? Well, step right up and make your life complete. I've got one on sale now for the low, low price of 100 rupees. These aren't even my rupees. I found them in the castle and from rats and, like, in somebody's house. What do you say? Interested? I'll take one. Goodbye. 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 Thanks a lot. Now, hold it above your head for the whole world to see, okay? It's good for business. Hey, everyone, look what I paid $100 for, and it's a great deal. This is a magic bottle. You can store an item inside, then use it later. That's true. You can do that. I'm from Finland, says Nintendo Fan Club. Nintendo Fan Club, welcome. You new here? Yeah, in a lot of Zelda games, if you just destroy shrubbery, you can find money inside. Don't need to explain that. Detective Pikachu, but better, says Soriel. Yes. Yo, double fairy? What does it mean? So, I happen to know for a fact that if you just bomb the edge of this house, you can blow a hole through it. Which, like, honestly, that's probably how a lot of houses work when combined with bombs. But it's like one of the few times that you can bomb through a wall, but tapping on it with your sword doesn't produce, like, a different sound. Like, usually when you can bomb through a wall, you can tap on it with your sword and it makes like a hollow sound effect. This one doesn't, though. Still very bombable. That's just a bombable wall. Oh, look at this. I got a bomb and a rupee. I already made more than my investment back. Okay, yeah. Come to this room for supplies when you're low on bombs and arrows. So you're telling me you can store lightning in a bottle? Soriel? According to this merchant, who, like, honestly, I don't know if I should believe him. Chickens. They're called cuckoos. But I think this is the first game in the series where if you harass the chickens enough, they will retaliate. So, let's keep stabbing this chicken. Until he gets mad enough that he summons his friends in a chicken storm. Oh my gosh. And these chickens will hurt you, but also if you pick up one of the chickens from the air, you can throw it indefinitely. And I think the only way to escape this is to get indoors. Chicken jockey, Melissa R? Similar. May I help you? Select the thing you like. Press the A button. Prices as marked. Alright, decent prices. Actually, as a matter of fact, I have 150 rupees, so I could get myself a red potion and fill my bottle with it, Kevin Vu. What I love about Link to the Past is how it makes it canon that in this timeline the Master Sword will never be used again, until Link Between Worlds ruins it. So yeah, there's like stuff that I have to do in this town, Kevin Vu. But I'll talk to this guy who's sleeping at the bar. Mumble, mumble. My son really liked to play the flute, but he went to look for the golden power and has not returned. I wonder where he is and what he is doing now. I love that in this game they call it a flute when, like, you'll find out later that it's actually an ocarina. But maybe, like, the writers thought, like, nobody knows what that is. We'll just call it a flute. Yo, Ping Penguin with the lava chicken song. Yeah, it's tasty as hell. Whoa, I saw her. A very nice... sorry, this is like a drunken sailor here. I saw her, a very nice young lady at the waterfall of Wishing, in the hills where the river begins. Lemon, you should meet her, at least once. I'm sure you will like her. How does he know? How does he know who I will like? Well, does she play Minecraft? If she doesn't, then I won't like her. But hey, you can go into the back of this tavern, or this pub, where the chickens and the barrels and the bath is stored. And you can find a magic bottle for free hiding because I'm smoking. Give more Barbosa, like from Pirates of the Caribbean. It was called a flute in the first game. I think they did it for continuity because people did not know what an ocarina was until Zelda, ironically. Yeah, and in the first game they actually called it the magic recorder, did they not? We can look that up. So yeah, I'm supposed to just like talk to the elder or whatever and advance the plot, but there's a lot of cool stuff to find. For example, this sleeping child who I will wake up. Can't go out because I'm sick, cough, cough. Whoa, this kid just coughed right on me. Doesn't he know that I'm about to embark on a perilous adventure and I can't afford to get sick right now? Of course, I woke him up while he was asleep, so... People say I caught this cold from the evil air that is coming down off the mountain. Yeah, so that's like what people said about diseases before they knew how, like, viruses and bacteria worked. They're like, oh, you're sick? It's probably because you caught some, like, evil spirit. And it's infecting your blood, so you should, like, cut yourself to let some of that blood out. It's called bloodletting. You get rid of some of the bad blood, and you'll feel better. They didn't know that, like, bacteria is contagious and is spread through, like, breathing and coughing and stuff. And sometimes touch. This is my bug-catching net. I'll use it when I'm better. This kid obviously is from Pokemon. He's a bug catcher? Embark? That's right, Genevieve B. Spam the puppies, everybody. Because in the Japanese Zelda 1, you can hook up a device to the NES. I think it was a microphone or something. Yeah, so Anon, I didn't catch the first part of that conversation, but the controllers on the Nintendo Famicom, which is essentially the Japanese Nintendo Entertainment System. I see you, Melissa. The controllers had like a little microphone built in, and you could scream into it, which would kill the Pole's voice enemies in the original Zelda. You know, the jumping rabbit-looking enemies. You borrowed the bug-catching net. There may be some other things you can catch with it, too. Aside from just bugs. Anyway, I hope I don't catch the bug that has infected that kid. Whoa, look how fast this guy is. That's crazy.
Oh, Lemon, the rumors say you kidnapped the princess, but I still trust you.
Thanks, lady. That lady knows not to trust the cops. Let's bomb her wall open. Sorry. Sorry, chicken friend. Holy cow, 300 bucks? Oh, that was only 10 rupees. I thought there was money in that chest. What was that chicken doing under the pot? Anyway, let's equip this bug-catching net and try to catch ourselves a fairy. A fairy and a baddie. Earlier I found multiple of them all at once. I don't know if there's like a reliable place to find a fairy in here, but often you can find them in the bushes. And when you do, you can use the bug-catching net, and obviously to catch a bug, you want to spin to win. But if I do find a fairy, you can put it in a bottle, or you can catch a bee and keep it in a bottle. Yeah, sometimes you find bees in this game. Like Genevieve Bee. Lemon is a menace, Nick the Frenchie. There's one. I caught a fairy. I'll keep it in a bottle. I remember playing Ocarina of Time for like one of the first times ever with Athena Fox, a longtime friend of mine, and she's been on the channel many times. But I showed her that you can put fairies in a bottle, and she was like, "What? I didn't know you could do that. I thought it was just potions." And I'm like, I'm glad I could teach you something about this game that I've never played. But I knew you could do that because of this game. What are bees for? Nick the Frenchie? Annoying people. I'll show you right now. Let's release the bees. Is it trying to hurt me? Or is it trying to tell me something?
Who? Oh, it's you, Lemon. What can I do for you, young man? The Elder? Oh, no one has seen him since the wizard began collecting victims.
Sega Arcade, what's going on? Go to the fairy fountain and twirl. I will, at some point. Yes, like Liam taught me in Stardew, Genevieve B.
What? Master Sword? Well, I don't remember the details exactly, but...
Long ago, a prosperous people known as the Hylia inhabited this land. Legends tell of many treasures that the Hylia hid throughout the land. For example, 10 arrows. The Master Sword, a mighty blade forged against those with evil hearts, is one of them. People say that now it is sleeping deep in the forest.
Do you understand the legend?
I do, yeah, there's stuff all over this universe that I should steal, is what you're saying.
Anyway, look for the Elder. There must be someone in the village who knows where he is. You take care now, Lemon.
Alright, goodbye, bee. That sounds highly unlikely, says RogueEffect. Oh my god. I can't think of a good joke, so I won't try forcing one in. Let's go to this house. You like jazz? Genevieve B, oh my gosh. What's under this pot? A heart. Let's equip my boomerang. So, like, I don't know who tells you where to go next. But there must be somebody around here. Like, I know where to go next, but I'm kind of wondering, like, if you haven't played this game before. Hi, Lemon, sorry about my yard. It is a little overgrown. Thanks for visiting. I'm glad to have company to talk to. I will tell you an interesting story. There's a lake swimming with Zoras at the source of the river, but it is hard to find. The treasure of Zora can turn people into fish. I'd love to see that. What? Oh, he's talking about the flippers, which will make me swim as well as a fish. Let's go down here. Ooh, what's this? Is this a post office? No, it's a library. Flipper. Genevieve B? Oh, there's a book up there. Can I get it with my boomerang? No. I love that there's just like a free library here. People just trust that you will return the books that you borrow. There's no library cards or anything. Who was this Luigi-looking guy? Yeah, Lemon, now I'm quarreling with my younger brother. I sealed the door to his room. What were you fighting about? And how did you seal it? I'm gonna blow it up by using explosives indoors, Straw Hat Brian. Hey, Lemon, did you come from my older brother's room? Is he still angry? Yeah, probably because you blew up his door. I'm blaming it on him. If you can reach the goal within 15 seconds, we will give you something good. Ready, set, go. Ah, I didn't know I was playing. I didn't even know I was playing. By the way, sometimes you can hop over fences. They don't, like, explicitly mention that. This try, your time was 0 minutes and 8 seconds. Who's gonna take more than a minute in there? You qualified. Congratulations. I present you with this present. Yes, you found a piece of heart. Hopefully it's not a piece of one of those evil hearts that they were talking about earlier. Can't you read some books? Nick DeFrenchie? I actually don't know. Let's go try. LTTP is my favorite, but I can't unsee the pink hair. Oh yeah, Link has, like, pink hair under that hat? I always assumed that was part of his hat. But, what a cool guy. Can I read any of the books in here? I can't even pull them out. Well, if I can't read them, then no one can. You can sometimes jump over fences. Man, I always did the course after I got the Pegasus boots. Dandy 009? Ah, a bee! You can also kill the bees, but don't. Do as I say, not as I do. I think this is a minigame in here. Yeah. Pay me 20 rupees and I'll let you open one chest. You can keep what's inside. I will open a chest. All right, everybody. Left, right, or middle. You choose in the chat. First one to get 3 votes wins. Do you plan on getting a Switch too, says B-Rad? Probably. Yo, immediately two votes for middle, 2 votes for left, and then 2 more votes for middle. Kodo, welcome. All right, let's go mid. We got a rupee. I call that a win. Let's play it one more time. Vote again. All previous votes do not count. Vote again. Were you going to drop some fat facts about fences on me, KJ? No offense, Standy009, but I know a lot more than you about fences. Here to dunk on Karma in basketball, NBA style. Red Dalek, go for it. Left, left. Whoa, left immediately got 4 votes. Stairs, says Kodo. Banned. Yo, 20 bucks. We made our investment back. And that was fun. All right, let's get out of here. I know exactly where to go. I don't know how you're supposed to figure this out, but, like, you will eventually figure it out, I guess. But you're supposed to go to, like, approximately here on the map. One of these people maybe tells you. Maybe it's like this lady here. Oh, wait, no, that's the blacksmith's house. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's go there. But first, detours that have nothing to do with progressing the plot. He kind of looks like Zelda. And he's playing a beautiful tune. The animals ran away because I disturbed them. And then this guy ran away too! He must be scared of me as well. Did he just teleport away? I'm gonna burn his stump. Elf, kill it, Nick DeFrenchie. What's funny is that they're the thieves that run the gambling. Uh-huh. Yeah, that guy who was doing that gambling game is one of the thieves. You can tell by his sprite. Ah! This guy stabbed me. Typical police. I could be, better at this game. I promise I will be at some point. Actually, I don't have to be, because I have a fairy in a bottle, Aaron Blag. So I can be somewhat reckless, and I blocked that guy's arrow. I think you can block arrows by hitting them with your sword, or just letting them bounce off your shield. I'm actually not sure. Actually, wouldn't make sense if you could hit him with your sword. We'll experiment later. But for now, let's find some hearts in a bush, my Kang. Whoa, it's a link to the past. Welcome. An elf and Halffoot walk into a bar. Melissa? When you say Halffoot, is that a character from a fantasy novel that I don't know? Hey, it's my house. I can sleep in my bed if I'm feeling tired. Actually, you can't. Best SNES Zelda game, says Aladdin WWE. Yes! This way, Lake Hylia's shop. Now no one will be able to know which way to go. Any glitches you know of for Zelda? Oh yeah, we'll get to them. Alright, hold on. Let me figure something out here. So can I block? No, you cannot block it with the sword. But you can with your shield. I don't know why I thought you could block it with your sword. You can block it with your boomerang. Yo, I backed him all the way up to the edge of the area, and he couldn't take another step back. Anon, listen, if the elves are willing to work for cheap, then you shouldn't blame them for taking your job. You should blame the CEOs for not paying livable wages. Let's go up this way. Yo, look at all these crazy bird statues up here. What is that about? A Link to the Past had a sequel on the broadcast system. Oh yeah, so it technically wasn't the only Zelda game on the SNES. I am indeed Sahasrara. Oh, cool, yeah, I was looking for someone named Sahasrara. So blame Ganon. Yep, for pretty much everything, Mike Hang. Plus, they hate bees. Nick DeFrenchie? And what kind of monster hates bees? Unless, of course, you're, like, allergic. Then that's probably a pretty good reason. The village elder and descendant of the 7 wise men. Oh, really? I said nothing, and he's like, oh, really? Lemon, I'm surprised a young man like you is searching for the sword of evil's bane. Not just anyone can use that weapon. How old is Lemon, do you think? Legends say only the hero who has won the 3 pendants can wield the sword. You know what a pendant is, right? You win that when you're, like, going to the World Series or something, I think. 10, says RogueEffect. Thank you. You really want to find it? Yeah, of course! Good. As a test, can you retrieve the Pendant of Courage from the East Palace? If you bring it here, I will tell you more of the legend and give you a magical treat. Artifact! Now, go forward to the palace. First, let me replenish my health by throwing pottery. Then, I shall blow up this wall. Lemon is 14, maybe. Elder Sarsaparilla, yes. Ooh, 50 bucks. 50 bucks and another bombs. You got some bombs. You can pick up and throw a bomb you placed. Press the A button. I figured Lemon would be like 230 years old, something like that. Like one of those elves. This enemy is like a statue that comes to life when you get too close to him. But he always reminded me of one of those, like, inflatable toys that have, like, sand in the bottom of them that when you punch them, they'll bounce right back at you. You know what I'm talking about. Ah, Biff, what's going on? Ain't those just a hunk of metal? Mike Hang? Like, yeah, but they're magic metal, I guess. Weeble, says Kodo. Is that what they're called? Bot bag, says Dandy. I have a friend whose cat is named Weeble. Wasps and hornets should be hated. Bees aren't really aggressive. I've been to farmers markets where they had a beehive right next to the honey vendor and no one got stung. Anon? That's dope. Longest I've seen you with the same glasses. Time for a glasses change, says Melissa R. I love where your mind is at, but I want to tell you that the glasses swap is something that my channel members are allowed to request. It is a perk of the channel members. So, if there's a channel member out there who would be willing to donate their glasses swap to Melissa R. Wayne says glasses change. All right, let's do it. How about these? Glasses change, please. Wayne, you got it. What's your favorite pair? Anon? The one that I go with most often is like the white cat eye pair that is right here. These are the ones that I wear like actually in public because I like them. One of the few pairs of glasses that I spent actual money on. Whoa! Very large bowling ball. And that hurt a bunch. I mean, regular bowling ball would have hit me a bunch, would have hurt also because it's a bowling ball. What is this? Can I go in? No. Anyway, we made it to the first dungeon, aka the Fungeon. No, that's the final dungeon. Mixed up mastery, what's going on? Are you getting a Switch too? Like, probably at some point, but I'm gonna take my time on it. There's $100 in a chest up here. I keep forgetting that, like, that's worth getting here. I usually skip that, because I'm like, I know for sure it's not a key, but it's $100. So that's worth getting. Bowling alley. Yeah, and I'm depends, RogueEffect. Whoa, there are pressure plates you can step on in this universe, Socks the Cat. Genevieve B with the cool $2. June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, says Genevieve B. Hey, thank you so much for the cool $2. Everyone spam the brain for Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And the puppies for Genevieve B. Yes, happy Pride, but also take care of yourselves, everybody. See ya! Thanks, we men can go mental too. Nick, I've seen it. The breakfast dungeon, Brungeon. Kodo Daigami? Thanks for showing up. I feel like I haven't seen you here in forever. Kotodo. You know what? I'm just realizing I could have gotten magic powder before I came to this dungeon. But we got a map, everybody. You can use it to see your current position and the rest of the dungeon. Let's press the X button to show you what the map looks like in this game. I rarely use it. One, because I've played this game enough that I, like, generally know where I'm going in most of the dungeons, or I at least have a feeling no way. Playing Zelda, A Link to the Past? I am. How did you know? But also, like, I just feel like this map isn't as helpful as it is in other games. I don't know. Have you ever received flowers, Karma? Yeah, from you, babe. But yeah, from also other people. What's your favorite Zelda game? Tactics. Wait, hold on. What is my favorite Zelda game? I will say that I truly believe Zelda 2 is underrated. But man, the handhelds are so good. Like, I used to think that Link's Awakening was, like, just far and away my favorite Zelda. But then I played Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons. Those games are so good, too. I should also mention that, like, some of the games that people say are, like, the best Zeldas, I just, like, haven't played them that much. Like, Wind Waker? Never played that one. Not beyond, like, an hour, I would say. I played it for, like, an hour. and then stopped for some reason. Twilight Princess, I actually got pretty far in when I was playing it in college and then never finished it. Because I was in college and had to finish college. Never liked Zelda before Minish Cap came out. Melissa R., I am going to get to that at some point. Then I went back to play the previous games. Heck yeah. Some men go their whole lives not receiving flowers. Genevieve B? That's true. And you deserve flowers, unless you're allergic. But if you're allergic and you're also a D-bag, then you deserve flowers. Bones, what's going on? Here's a hint. Wait, I missed the whole thing. Lemon, it has eyes. I can talk to you telepathically with this phone tile. Yeah, this tile is actually just like a wall-mounted cell phone. So he's talking to me telepathically. When you touch these tiles, here's a hint. You can use the hidden treasure in this palace to defeat armored foes. When I was younger, I played a lot of these Zelda games before I was old enough to read. Well, let me rephrase that. I played the NES games before I was old enough to read. That's true for sure. I feel like I missed a room somewhere. So, when I was very young, I played the original Zelda before I understood what all the hints were that these people were giving me. It's pronounced telepathetic. Yes. Thank you, the Gregors. I'm good, you're bad. What's going on? So I'm good, you're bad. Here's how good I was when I was a child. I could beat these games before I could read. So all the dudes that were giving me hints and stuff, they were like, oh, we're going to tell you what to do. I'm like, nah, I don't need that. I'll figure it out on my own. And I did because I was 4. But then later, having beaten a bunch of games without reading any of the hints, I learned, yeah, you don't have to read anything in these games, just go. So even when I was in like middle school and high school, I would go through these Zelda-type games, or even A Link to the Past, without paying attention to what anyone was saying. Because again, at a young age, I learned, you don't need to read. You don't need to read what anyone's saying. So it wasn't until I was like 19 that I was like, you know what, let's replay Zelda 2 and see if I can beat it on my own. And I decided that like I was gonna pay attention to what all of the you know, if an old man in a cave wanted to give me a cryptic hint, I would actually read it. If I went into town and like talked to people, I would pay attention to what they said. And then I was like, wait a second, this is a lot easier when you read what the people are telling you to do, because they give you hints about how to play the game. Did you figure out how to beat the game in 5 minutes as a 4-year-old? Yes, but without that glitch. I'm good, you're bad. I'm just that good. B1900, what's going on? Yep, there is a funny glitch that lets you no-clip through walls. I see you're playing the best Zelda game, clearly. I'm good, you're bad? Yeah, this is the best Zelda game on the SNES, at least. Hey, look at these crazy bouncy guys. Anyway, I have a big key. It opens big locks. I could probably just, like, stick my hand or my sword in there and trigger the unlocking mechanism on my own. But Zelda doesn't want to cheat, so she's gonna play by the rules, I guess. Oh, look, and there's a big old treasure chest that I didn't mess with before. I should have tried to open it earlier. Nah, you can't until you have the big key. Then you can do this, and you found the D, everyone. Spam the D in the chat. You found the bow. It's like the front of the ship, is it not? The real iGub? That's right, Dandy009. We're friends, and there's nothing they can do about it. I rank it as my all-time favorite Zelda game. Hey, yeah, it's so good. GameFAQ helped me a lot back then. Bones, when was that? What year would you say? Thank you, Aces, I see you. In elementary, this kid said his dad worked at Nintendo and knew all these hidden tricks. Reality was he had Nintendo Power magazine. Yeah, Melissa, I wasn't cool enough to have a subscription to that. Matthew Irwin, what's going on? D is right. You found the bow. You can shoot arrows until you run out. I'm about to run out on these fools. Crunch! See ya. Ooh, he throw his head at me. I love, by the way, that when you're going up the stairs, all the enemies pause. But hey, let's jump into this pottery. Ooh, look, there's 2 fairy ladies live down here. They were roommates. Let's keep one in a bottle and then eat the other, I guess. But look at this, we got 2 fairies in a bottle, and like, they don't seem to mind their captivity. They're into that sort of thing, I guess. You see that FF Tactics remake that's coming? I heard about it, Matthew Irwin. I meant to look it up. I remember you playing the GBA one not too long ago. Yeah, Tactics Advance, huh? Mihalyo, what's going on? MD. Roommates is right. 99 or 98? Yeah, Bones. I was 19 in like 2006. I was living in Charlotte, North Carolina. Yo, did you see me spin to win there? I guess these are the armored foes that Sir Herschler was telling me about. Yo, big money from these small enemies. Remember earlier our friend was like, you can use arrows to defeat the armored foes. Can't really tell who has armor and who doesn't, but like those knights that I was fighting earlier, they got armor. And I was just using a regular sword against them. Oh, big money in that room. Oh yeah, I don't know if you heard that particular sound effect there, but when I got hit by these dudes, I'll show you again. When you get hit by them, you lose magic power, as well as hearts. So, kind of a big ouch. Great stream, says Zero. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate you clicking that like button. Armor, Avis? Damn near killed her. I was a high school freshman. In 99? Yeah, I was in like 8th grade. 7th, maybe. Anyway, you know what? For no reason this playthrough, let's favor the bow and arrows. I'm just gonna use a lot of arrows. You can find them all over. Oh my gosh. Only one of those pressure plates was real. And only this one is real, too. Don't get bold. Close to boss time, folks. Thank you for the boss time countdown. Now, these, I should have mentioned that these enemies, it's clearly a bug fighting type. You can't attack them with your sword, I don't think, or the red ones you can't hit with your sword or with pots. You have to use arrows. The green ones, I'm pretty sure I just saw you that they are vulnerable to the sword. But this guy, wow, almost did it. Did you see me spin to win there, though, by the way? Whoa, I missed! And you can only hit him when his eye is open because it would be unfair if you didn't. They're giving you a ton of arrows before you go into what is probably a boss fight. I wonder if that's a hint. Vati, my favorite game? Heck yeah. So they spell fairy in this game F-A-E-R-I-E. I wonder why. I'm good, you're bad. I think that's just how the British spell it. It's that English spelling like Kalur or Lori. Or the miniature marauder. That's what they call small Mario. Whoa, these things came to life. I never would have expected that. Yeah, so like arrows like sort of mess these dudes up. These are the Armos knights. And like what you want to do against them is mash the Y button. That's the I'm good, you're bad method, as far as I'm concerned. And we caught the pendant as it hit the ground. Look at that. I destroyed that boss. That boss thought he could beat me? Nice try. You won the Pendant of Courage. Take it to Herschler. No one knows how to pronounce that person's name. 2 pendants remain. This is one of 3. I came to the dark dimension, but I didn't know where to go when I finished the first temple, so I gived up. MD, talking about you made it to the dark world? In this game? iGub method, insta-kill them. I like almost did that. The thing is, I'm good, you're bad. And I know this is like a huge John here. Is that often when I'm playing games, I'm also interacting with my chat, so I was a little bit distracted by how cool everyone is in the chat and how interesting their comments are. Hey, thanks for being here, everybody. I appreciate y'all. Oh, you got the Pendant of Courage. I keep using different voices. Now I will tell you more of the legend. 3 or 4 generations ago, an order of knights protected the royalty of the Hylia. These knights of Hyrule were also guardians of the Pendant of Courage. Yeah, they did a great job. They mostly used bowling balls, but unfortunately, most of them were destroyed in the Great War against evil that took place when the 7 wise men created their seal. Among the descendants of the Knights of Hyrule, a hero must appear. I see, Lemon. I believe you. I believe you. You should get the remaining pendants. And carry this with you. This is a treasure passed down by the families of the wise men. I want you to have it. Oh, he gives you the Pegasus shoes. Carry this with you. Don't wear them. That's not how you use these. You gotta carry them with you, my Kang. Now you can execute a devastating dash attack. Hold the A button for a short time. A helpful item is hidden in the cave on the east side of Lake Hylia. Get it? Anyway, yeah, now I have the Pegasus shoes. They're not boots. But if I hold the A button, I can dash forward and, like, slam into walls or people or enemies. Devastatingly dashing. Also, I want to show you, like, a really easy and very minor glitch that will save you time. So, like, usually when you're hopping down from a ledge, if I just hold to the right, I'll hop down from this ledge. It takes about 20 frames for Link to decide, okay, I'm gonna jump down this ledge. So if I hold down against this ledge for 20 frames, he'll hop down. But if you hold down and just tap the A button, he'll hop down way faster. So you can save up to like 19 frames with that trick. It's very helpful in a speed run. Over the course of the game, that's gonna save you like 2 seconds, possibly. It is I, Saharshala, talking to you in chat. Says, I'm good, you're bad. Oh, you're Saharshala. How do you pronounce your name? Alright, let's shoot stuff. Dang it, I thought I shot an arrow, but I didn't. Fast, just like Sonic. Ooh, skip the stairs. Heck yeah. Because F stairs. And I have so much money. What should I do next? Someone said there's a cool item near the east side of the lake. Let's go to the east side of the lake. It's a nice day for the east side of the lake, everybody. Rasta Warrior, what's going on? I'm going to the lake because it is nice and sunny out. You pronounce it like Jolt. Okay. I understand. Is that really I'm good, you're bad? Yo, I love that everybody knows who you are. Igub. Wait, how do I get there? Oh, I gotta go around. Who put this sign back? Avis, that reminds me of the opening theme to Dragon Ball. Saha Sasrala. Okay. I completely forgot what I was doing. I pronounce it salad dressing. I love that. I never put dressing on my salads. Just give me the veggies. Alright, this is not the way to go. Man, I'm playing like a total noob. Like I'm bad, you're good. Let's go to the lake, everybody. It's Chala Head Chala, that's right, uh-huh. Yo, do I see another Sorial donation? Sparking is right. Give me 1 second. Yo, Sorial with the cool $36.99. Arab, Emirates, Dirham. Everyone spam the AED in the chat. Thank you so much. You want an interesting comment? Last time when I was at work, I had 4 days to lock in, memorize, and understand what we do at the job. So after getting my references, I only listen to Doom music and pass. Heck yeah, Doom OST. Yo, Sorial, thank you so much. Let's add 10 to the to-go counter. Appreciate you. Hey, let's go to this, watershed. What is this? this strange building. I'm gonna block that treasure chest so that no one can have it. And while I'm here, let's open up the waterway. Oh, one of the switches drops bombs. Yeah, no, I can see why they did that, for safety reasons. But the other one opens up this floodgate, I guess? Yeah, it's a toilet, Dandy, that's it. It's more of a water closet. I see. And when you drain the lake, like, I don't know where the water goes, but there's a piece of someone's heart under this lake. And you expose the fish. Wait, hold on. Let me mess with this guy first. If you cut the grass that this man is about to land on and then touch him as he, like, is struggling upside down, he's like, all right, take it, thief. And he gives you a heart. Sometimes he gives you rupees. But that little guy kind of reminds me of the viruses from Dr. Mario, I want to say. But hey, look, if you save this fish, he's like, take some rupees, but don't tell anyone I gave them to you. It's a secret to everybody. And then he gives you a red rupee. Look at that. There's also another thing you can do with the fish, which maybe I'll show you later. Because I didn't realize that. All right, let's go back into the water closet, Vati. Yes, that's exactly what I was going to do. Foreshadows the guy in Majora's Mask that needs toilet paper. There's also a dude in Oracle of Ages that needs toilet paper. Maybe it's Seasons. I think it's Ages. Socks the cat, I see you. I always prefer Dragon, Rock the Dragon, come get me. But hey, let's bring this fish to town. It's kind of a trek from here. And it's very easy to drop this fish. If you get hit, you will accidentally throw it with all your might. Do you still get the same satisfaction of playing Zelda like Breath of the Wild to other Zeldas? Melissa, I prefer the older games, but I was thinking about streaming some Breath of the Wild at some point. What a juke. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they call that the fish maneuver. The fish tail. Skyward Sword also. Oh, am I just going the wrong way? I think I am. And also, you go slower in the grass, is what it seems like. Let's lure this guy out. What a move! Oh my gosh. Fish stick. More like fish stick and jive. Stick and move. Float like a butterfly. We got Karma ankle breaking before GTA 6. Psh, I done been breaking ankles since that one time I fell off the bed. So real. Looks like Dory from Nemo. Rock the Dragon sucks, IMO. Nick DeFrenchie, you're so negative about Rock the Dragon. Anyway, yeah, so if you bring this fish to the guy who sells the bottles, he'll give you stuff. How many bones have you broken? Genevieve B. I broke my pinky toe a long time ago. Ekeziel. Hey, Karma and great community. Hope you have a great time. Hey, appreciate you showing up. Look, I'm gonna sell a fish to this guy. Hey, they say eating fish makes you smart. You have to give me this fish for this stuff. Okay, done. What a deal. He gave me some money, some bombs, a full magic jar, and he just immediately ate the fish. Didn't even need to cook it. That guy was like, I'll eat it raw. That's the best way to do it. Anyway, let's go back to the lake. Mike Hang. Roll the dragon. But don't roll your ankle. Okay, let's go back to the lake. Actually, before I do that, what I meant to do was go into the scary woods, everyone. Back of the Dragon. Genevieve B has a hoodie that just says Back of the Dragon on the back, but also on the front, so it's a little bit confusing. Team 4-Star made me like Dragon Ball. Vati, we love DBZ Abridged. I'm gonna call you Little Green. Ooh, this gives witchy vibes. Why am I walking when I can run?
You look like you might have an interesting destiny. May I tell your fortune? I'll make it cheap.
Ask him to tell it. He doesn't tell me the price before I agree. I go to work. I'm sorry. Wow. I go tomorrow also with a fish to a market and throw him to a man. Hope he gives me diamonds. Yeah, rupees in this universe. I don't know what they're made out of. Abracadabra. Alakazam. That's 2 Pokemon. You will open a desert lock with the Book of Madura. Now I will take $10. Hope you'll be healthy. Okay, he does refill your hearts. For $10, he gives you a hint and refills your hearts. That's not so bad. Boom! I can run into stuff now that I have the Pegasus shoes. They're not boots. Very specifically shoes. But I should be running more. Just like I do from my problems. Ooh, what's this? A hidden entrance to a thing? Let's go down here. This is the Lost Woods. It's very foggy or gaseous in some way here, but I found a piece of heart in this person's pantry, and that was 4 pieces of heart, so I increased my maximum life by 1. 3 Pokemon. You're right, Rogue. Abra, Kadabra, and Alakazam. Whoa, is this the Master Sword? This is it, the Master Sword. No, it can't be too bad. What is it then? Actually, I can show you where the Master Sword is. It's back here, is it not? No, it's a money-making game. All right, everybody, left, middle, or right. For 100 rupees, I'll let you open 1 chest and keep the treasure that's inside. Let's do it. Probably not a deal. Middle, middle. Let's go gambling, says Fallen Zoe. Gambling, says Nick the Frenchie. Right, says Socks the Cat. Faker Sword, says Wayne. Right is always right. Left, says Nick the Frenchie. First one to get 3 votes. And I'm doing it. Everything has 2 votes. What? What a swing. Holy cow. The votes were middle, middle, right, right, left, left, left. So we're going with left. It was $20. Well, I left with fewer rupees than I started with. This bird, one of the most annoying enemies in the game. Also, this thing is like a weird sausage, and if you hit him, you get electrocuted. So shoot him with an item. Right, says JJJ. Dang it. But it was too late. Ooh, I killed something in there. Where do I get the magic mushroom? Yo, this thief just knocked a bunch of rupees out of me and stole them. So I'm looking for a very specific item in here. But it's not this way. Ah, that's what I'm looking for. This crazy mushroom, or a crushroom for short. This mushroom smells like sweet, rotten fruit. You can give this to anyone who wants it. There's literally 1 person. And I will do that, as a matter of fact. It's not choo-choo. Yeah, the choo-choos are like the little jellies, right? What are they called? Let's see. Buzzblob is what that enemy is called. The electric guy. I got a crown. I'm royalty now. Soriel? You always have been, King. Shotted. Anyway, where do I bring this mushroom? I think I bring it all the way to the east. Let's do that. And then after that, we'll finally do the thing at the lake. I'm good, you're bad. I think Link is drunk this entire game. Good thing Zelda is not. And I know there are like a couple pieces of heart that I could be gathering now. Rob R, I am going to the Witch Shack. Nice shot, idiot. Hit that guy with a bush. Did he stick an arrow into the wall after I did that? What was that sound? Take that, Buzz Blob. You're not even a choo-choo. Mmm, the smell of rotten fruit. If you give me that mushroom, I can finish my brew. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's pound a brew together. It made a strange sound effect, Mike Hang. Hehe, thank you, young man. Come back to the shop later for something good. I think if I just exit this screen, then come back, that constitutes later. That's me coming back later. And she will have the thing that she has prepared. There it is! The magic powder. I can just take it from them. This is magic powder. Try to sprinkle it on things and many other enemies. What did it say? But yeah, what's weird is that the thing that she is brewing and stirring in this pot is magic powder, or is that what they're implying? And with the magic powder, you can do cool stuff, like change this Buzz Blob into a sausage guy, who still will electrocute you if you hit him with your sword. I'll exit you and come back. Genevieve B, what? This game is in my top 3 of all time, says Rob R. What else? As royalty, can we share bread and stew together? Soriel? Yes. We can also share squats. Let's do 12 in just a moment. Where am I going? Oh my gosh, instead of 12, let's add 4 because Nick the Frenchie just donated a cool €4 saying, take my money. Hey, everyone spam Le Croissant in the chat. For Nick the Frenchie, we got 16 to go, which is 16 en français, like we mentioned earlier. Mario 64 and Super Mario World. Good list. All right, let's go to the lake. Like I said I would do a long time ago. Oh, you think you can shoot arrows? He just has like an arrow sticking into his shoulder. Yo, he blocked my arrow with an arrow. Okay, this guy's way better than I thought he was. He's so good. Have I met my match? No, he died. Sees him, or says him, is right. Alright, we running. Mimikyu fan, thank you for the gift. Emoji. Do I want to go down here? Yeah. Crab enemy? Or Crenemy? Whoops. I ran into the electric guy. I don't know if it's a guy. But he tends to give you magic when you kill him. I feel like a lot of the wildlife in this world would have an easier time surviving if they didn't drop money for you when you killed them. I just feel like that's not the evolutionary feature you want to have as a species. Like, oh, crab, you want to survive? Here's an idea. Make it so that there's no incentive for me to kill you. You make me healthier when I kill you? Or you drop money for me when I kill you? I don't know about that one, dog. Anyway, look, there's clearly a bombable wall here. I guess when you tap on a bombable wall in an exterior setting, it won't give you that hollow sound effect like it does in a dungeon. Which maybe I can show you later. But yo, look at this! You got the ice beam like it's Metroid. It's pretty chill. Blasts the air. Watch your magic meter. Cool. We have like a magic wand, everybody. Slade, what's going on? Hey, big guy. How big do you think I am? And that, I mean like size and weight. Or, you know what? You answer it how you want to answer it. To me, I always thought that the rupees are like demon cores in isekais, and they use them as currency. Genevieve B, you behave. That's the hollow sound I'm talking about. So, usually, in dungeons, and I guess interior sites, when you tap on a wall and you can't blow it open with a bomb, it sounds like this. But, if you can blow it open with a bomb, it sounds like that. It's just a phrase that I picked up from my dad. It's just years of casual habit. Oh, I figured that's what you actually meant. But I, as a guy, am pretty average size. Hey, I want to show you something cool. So, like, you're supposed to... Okay, so from the outside, if you don't know how bombs work in this game, you'll see that this wall, before I blew it up, was a wall that looked suspicious, and you'd be like, oh, I wonder what that's about. But this cave is always open, right? So you come in here, and, like, maybe you figure out to blow up this wall, but not the one outside? I don't know. But you'll come into this room, and you're rewarded with fairies. And if you go to the left, you'll see, whoa, there's a treasure over there. I think I know how to get there now. And that's kind of cool, and that's, like, how you figure out, like, okay, I think I'm learning how bombs work now. But what you might not find is that this room has a cool secret, for which I will empty one of my bottles. And I'm gonna charge into this statue with the Pegasus shoes, and out comes a shiny insect. And if you catch it with your bug catching net, it'll say you caught a bee. What will you do? You can keep it in a bottle. But now I've got the good bee in my inventory, Dragon Man 204. What makes this bee particularly good? Oh, it'll slaughter everything that it sees, and then it will come back to you once it's done with its job of killing the wildlife so that you can catch it again. What a good bee. What a good boy. Ah, that one respawned somehow. Or like the great bee. Yeah, tell your friends he's great. That's one way to be great. Oh, hey, the special bee. That's right, Vati. Like, all bees are special in their own way. But hey, you know what else? I found this thing. It's the ice rod. I can freeze enemies just like the ice beam in Metroid. But you know what Metroid can't do? Is pick up the enemies after they done been frozen and throw them at dudes. Whoops. I accidentally killed the frozen enemy. Ice bee. That's right, RogueEffect. That's pretty cool, says Rob Random. You're pretty cool. Got him. Take that, Buzz Blob. What? How is he doing that? I didn't know that you could throw a frozen enemy onto the water and it would float, but that sort of makes sense because ice cubes generally float in water. Oh, give him a second. No? I must have put that first guy on like the very edge of the wall or something like that. I don't really know how that worked. Huh. Yeah, weird ledge interaction. It must have been Mike Hang. Using the hammer on frozen enemies also gives out magic. Yes. And you do get a hammer. Yo, I blocked that rock with a crab. Oh. There must have been an enemy under that bush. Nick the Frenchie! With another cool €4. You mean Ice Punch? Yeah, baby! Best move in Pokemon Crystal. Yo, everyone spam Le Croissant in the chat for Nick the Frenchie. Thank you, NTF. Appreciate you. Ah, I can't carry a frozen crab into the next area. Area? More like carrier. Okay. Where do I go now? I know. Let's go to town. Someone said something about a book. The fortune teller was like, you're gonna use a book pretty soon. Oh, I know where to find books. Yo, I got mobbed there. Ruined him. I ended that guy. Can I get to the town from this way? Yeah, I think I can. Let's go down here. Okay, I'm broke now, says Nick the Frenchie. Don't even worry about it, dog. I'll give you the money back if you need it. We have 569 rupees. Hey, thank you so much for the cool donations. I appreciate y'all. Let's go into this library, as they call it in Undertale. How do I get that book? Oh my gosh, I'm a genius. You run into the shelf, which doesn't knock over the shelf, but it knocks the book from the top of the shelf to the floor. You found the Book of Mudora. You can use it to read the ancient language of the Hylia. I guess. It just teaches me a language on the spot. And that's pretty cool. What do I need to do now? Literally nothing. Let's go to the second dungeon, aka the Sungeon. Oh. Love your shades, Karma. Yo, Mimikyu fan, thank you so much. I got these from my friend Clams Casino, who is a very cool drag performer, who's been on the channel before. Ever heard of an MMO called Zelda Online or Grawl? I think it was made using these sprites in the early 2000s. Gosh, no. That sounds cool, though. But I can't read, says Link. Not out loud. I think you have to get the Ether medallion unless you already have it. Rob Random, you don't get those, you're talking about like the magic medallions, which you don't get until you acquire the Master Sword. But I think I know why you're thinking that. Are you gonna visit the Chris Hulahan room later? Yeah, I'm good, you're bad. That's a great idea. I'm glad you brought that up. Whoa! It's Mario! He doesn't say nothing. Pay no attention to the average middle-aged man standing by this sign. He looks like he's sitting. Or what do I know about posture? Leave him alone! He gets mad at you if you take his sign. Why did you take my sign? It says plain as day just to leave me alone. Sheesh! And then he follows you. I forgot about this. Yo, Soriel with the cool $17.99 Arab Emirates dirham. Chat alert. Anyone plays the DMC Collection HD, and do you know how to add a co-op mod? I've been trying and don't know if I mess up the files. Soriel, I wish I could help. But hey, everyone spam the AED again for Soriel. Thank you so much. So, what would that be? Approximately like $6? We got 26 squats to go. Hey, thank you, Soriel. Sheesh, is what that guy says. Chase me, bro. Whoa, he's pretty fast. Okay, he doesn't chase me into the desert. But look at this sand pattern that someone made. That's like the Hyrule equivalent of a crop circle. Whoops. That didn't hit him. That didn't kill him? Okay. I was gonna spin to win, but he ran into my sword. That's what I'll tell the judge, anyway. Well, how do you think this is pronounced? I have an idea. Let's use my translator book to translate it. To open the way forward, make your wish here, and it will be granted. That's what the Hylians sounded like, by the way. Yo, Soriel, thank you so much. I wish. That's what he's like. Oh, I have to tap the A button. His wish was, you know what? I want these, like, turtle-looking faces to spin around. Yeah, good wish, Lemon. Do you know Hylian language? Melissa R? No. And neither does Lemon. That's why he doesn't say anything. You could just wish for the Triforce and be done. Is that how it works? I'm good, you're bad? Like, I'm guessing what he actually wished was like, I wish for peace on this land. And, like, the little thingy was like, I can't give you that much, but here, I'll at least open the way forward so that, like, maybe you can get there. Anyway, this is the second dungeon. I don't think there's a reason for me to be in this room. Zero! Tampa A, what's going on? Good old ALTTP. Welcome. Ooh, another thing that you have to run into with yourself. How many times do you do that in this game? Where you run into, like, a shelf or a brazier to knock something off of it? I think you do it twice ever, and they're, like, pretty much back to back. Like, you do it in the library, then immediately once you get into this dungeon. I think it's only 3 times. There might be one more that I'm not thinking of. Lemon, it is I. You must never fail to find all the treasures in each dungeon. I keep giving people the transatlantic voice. Let's go this way. This dungeon's super easy if you know where you're going, and I think I do. Whoops. Yeah, where I was going was directly into that enemy. You know what? Let's use powder and see what happens. Nothing. It doesn't affect that ant lion. Yo, Mike Hang with the cool $9.99. Didn't know what to say, but I always love the streams and the shorts. Hey, everyone spam the MH for Mike Hang. Thank you so much for the cool $10. I should get on these squats. Let's start doing them when I get the treasure. 3 is indeed correct. Tampa A, I knew you would have the knowledge. Is there a Discord? There is, as a matter of fact. Slade, yeah, so I do have a Discord. We got a cool community. I always post in the Discord before I go live with a stream. There's a link to it in the video description. I think RogueEffect might have posted the Discord link in the chat earlier. But if I have a mod here that would be so kind as to do that again. Yo, bowling balls, but this time they are shot out of a cannon. I think that makes them cannonballs. Anyway, you got the big mic, the big key, excuse me. Nuh-uh, says RogueEffect. Oh, man. This is the master key of the dungeon. It can open many locks that small keys cannot. Did you see me tap one of those balls with my sword as I was sprinting? MH, yeah, spam the MH for Mike Hang, everybody. Thank you so much for the cool $10. Still fun to play some randomizers. You know what? After this, let's do a randomizer. Like, at some point in my life, right? What are these guys called? Levers? Thank you for posting the Discord link, RogueEffect. I don't pay you enough. Does that work? I don't know. Anyway, these like laser guardians will shoot you if they look at you. Ooh, look at this. You got the power glove. Now you're playing with power. You can feel strength in both hands and in the glutes. Let's do 20 squats, everybody. Hey, you want to do some squats with me? All right, ready? Let's do 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's do 25. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Whew! Avis just did 20 squats. Hey, love that for us. Thanks for joining me at home with the squats, Avis. I'm paid by my job. My job is not moderator. RogueEffect? Well, you're doing a great something. Did I do that math right? We've done 41, huh? Whew. Thank you, everybody, for the cool squats. Let me catch my breath and hydrate a little bit. I have a lemon cup. I figured it would be appropriate for Zelda because I always name my hero Lemon. Shoutouts to Genevieve B for giving me this lemon cup. Whew. Rob L, what's going on? You can pick up and carry stones now. Yeah. Now that I've done all those squats. She's nice. She is, Nick the Frenchie. Anyway, let's go this way. For some reason, I remember when I was younger, I thought it was so cool that for part of this dungeon, wait for it. Ah, I got caught in a quicksand thing. For part of this dungeon, you have to go outside. Oh my gosh. And then you continue on with the dungeon. Whoops. What's that guy doing? By going outside, then around, and throwing these stones to get into the top of this this cliff here. To go into this cave. Whoa, who would have guessed that you gotta push this block? This block to open that door. Grass touch dungeon? Ooh, and it's a room with evil floor tiles. I mean, maybe, to be fair, maybe the floor tiles in other rooms are also evil, but these are flying evil floor tiles. Dark flying type. Jen is really nice, I can confirm. Soriel? A lot of us can. Yeah, she's on the streams every now and then. Boom, let's go this way. Outside, what is that? The scary place behind the door? Or in front of the door, depending on your perspective. Ow, hey, I got an idea. Get 'em, bees! Dead. Dead, dead, dead. And I found a key and caught the bee. I will keep it in, ow, keep it in a bottle. Alright, let's get at least one heart back. Before I go into this room, which also has evil, scary floor tiles. What happens if I release the bee in here? Does he try? Does he try? Yes! He'll block the floor tiles for me. He's doing his best. I do think eventually he runs away. Alright. Well, that was a cute experiment. We got the key and went into the door. Ooh, this guy's spooky. Man, it's a dead end. I wonder what I do. I know, I'll make it brighter in here to see if I can find any clues that are written on the wall. Wait a second. The wall is moving. That's pretty crazy. The Golden Bee can damage one of the bosses. Mothula. Too bad it sucks. Yes, it can, actually, Tamba A. I had a lot of people telling me that you can use the good bee in the final battle against Ganon, but that's not true. The final boss, aka the Foss. Let's equip some bows and arrows as I go into this room full of sand. Immovable wall just moved. No reason to try to hit these guys with arrows, because it does, like, probably the same damage as a sword and is harder to hit with. But this guy's name is... Landmolas? Is that what this boss is called? Oh, it's really hard to time the arrow. Time the shot with the arrows here. You know what would be even harder is to time the shot with a bomb. Because you gotta get like way in front of it, huh? There we go, I hit him with a bomb. Totally worth doing. Land Molus, yeah. Weird name. Yo, Vati? So is Vati if you think about it. A lot of Zelda stuff has weird names. But yeah, killing this guy with a sword is probably the easiest way to do it, I don't know. And then, once there's only one of them left, you see how, like, anytime it pops out of the ground, it shoots 4 rocks? Well, now it shoots more because he's mad and he's the last one left. They're weak to the ice rod? Is that real? I'm good, you're bad? Let's try it. Immediately killed. Ice kneecaps. I just iced that entire dude. I meant to do the thing, but I missed the catch. Hey, we got the second pendant thing. We got 2 out of 3. That's probably good enough. Maybe we can get the Master Sword now. You won the Pendant of Power. Your goal of finding 3 pendants is in sight. I keep using that voice lately because I used this like radio announcer, transatlantic accent voice for Mr. Antenna in Deltarune Chapter 3. It's TV time. Ice Punch. I did get him. I done got him, Nick the Frenchie. Anyway, there's like a cave over here, right? Don't touch the cactuses. The cacti. Precisely why Tarantula tells Link to get it. Also for later. Yes. Yes. Did he mention that? Your trial in the desert has made you stronger. The blood of the hero must be in your veins. Have you been drinking hero's blood? That's pretty weird. Maybe I don't trust you anymore. Whoa, I didn't know you could bomb down here. Whoa, I didn't know there's a piece of heart in this treasure chest. That's crazy. I found a piece of heart. I never knew about that. Karma's addicted to TV now. I'm addicted to squats is what I'm addicted to, Nick the Frenchie. Okay. Let's do those 11 that we gotta do. Ready? Let's do 11 squats. Because it's TV time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hey, thanks for the squats, everybody. I found out, I think this is correct, about me in particular. But I was reading about, like, proper form when doing squats and my technique and stuff. I think the reason that it's difficult for me to do proper form in particular, is because my ankle doesn't seem to flex as far as most people's ankles go. Like, I'm watching videos about proper form and squats, and they're like, you want to get your butt all the way down, and I see that their ankle bends like way further than mine can. And I'm like, maybe that's why I have this tendency to want to lift my heels up off of the ground. But like everyone who I've ever squatted in front of is like, nope, you want to keep your feet planted on the ground. So like, I don't know, I looked it up a little bit, and apparently some trainers are like, okay, if your ankle can't bend as far as most people's, then yeah, nothing wrong with bringing your heel up off the ground a little bit. Hey, thanks for the money! Check out the cave east of Lake Hylia. Strange and wonderful things live in it. Get stronger, don't hurt your back. Nick the Frenchie? I'm more worried about my neck, but thank you. But yo, look at this! Because we have the power glove, we can lift these stones, but not the black ones, because those are heavy. And, I think I can show you the Chris Hulahan room now. Let me see if I remember how to do it. Watch movement by David and stay flexy, KJ. Yo, Avis P? Advertising another content creator? In my chat? I'll check him out. Okay, so, actually the best way to get there is to, let's save warp and go to the sanctuary. Iconic opening screen for this game, by the way. Did they use the FX chip just for that? For those 3D graphics? And I love this opening. Like, beautiful scenery there. Avis, I see you. Alright, let's go here. And start from Lemon's house. No, wait, we're starting from Sanctuary, because I want to show you the Chris Hulahan room. I really have no idea where that file named Kid came from. I don't think I've played this game on my SNES Classic. Maybe I let Jackie J mess with it a long time ago, but if that's the case, how did they get so far? Anyway, so one of the easiest ways to get into the secret Chris Hulahan room is to remove the stones from in front of this grave. And you want to push this grave forward, but don't fall into the hole that appears just yet. You want to stand in front of it and drop a bomb so that it knocks you back into this hole. And when you fall into the room, instead of going like wherever it's supposed to take you, you'll end up here in the Chris Hulahan room. Why is it called that, you ask? Because of this telepathic tile. Sorry, telepathetic tile. My name is Chris Hulahan. This is my top secret room. Keep it between us, okay? Alright, I won't tell anyone. But the rumor about this room, pun intended, is that this room exists because there was a contest in Nintendo Power magazine back in like 1990 or something, right? And by the way, when you come out of the room, it brings you to Link's house. But the contest was like, hey, if you can find a secret boss in Final Fantasy for the NES, send us a picture and we'll put your name in an upcoming game. And so what they wanted you to do, obviously, was find Warmech in the little hallway in Final Fantasy on the NES, the hallway that leads to the battle against Tiamat in the floating space castle thing. You know what I'm talking about. And people are like, oh yeah, so that's why the Chris Hulahan room exists, is because Chris Hulahan was whoever won that contest, right? So it must have been Chris Hulahan who won that contest in Nintendo Power and got his name put in this game. The thing is, though, there's no Chris Hulahan that has ever come forward to be like, yeah, that was me, holy cow, my name is in Zelda. There is no documented evidence anywhere that a Chris Hulahan actually exists. So what a lot of people think was that, like, oh, Nintendo Power came up with this contest and didn't get any submissions for it. Because who in, like, June of 1990 had found Warmech by that point and saw this contest for Nintendo Power, right? Because, like, back then, nobody really knew, like, how or where to find Warmech. And it's pretty darn plausible to think, like, okay, maybe nobody actually found this boss? And therefore, Nintendo didn't get any submissions, so they're like, what should we do about this contest? I don't know, make up a kid's name. How about Chris Hulahan? Oh, and by the way, sometimes, instead of blowing open walls with bombs, if they look weak enough, you can just ram into them with your Pegasus shoes. Back here, there's like nothing much but some rupees, I think. Okay, you get bombs. And hearts and arrows. 300 bucks! I should have saved that for later. Because I have maximum. Anyway, I think that's a pretty good place to call it a stream. Yeah, let's save and quit here. Hey, thank you so much, everybody, for watching me play a little bit of The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. My son just got home from school, so I might be playing some Minecraft. I'm gonna go hang out with him for a bit, but either way, I'll be back later, probably around like 5 o'clock. And then I got skee ball tonight, so that's at like 8:30. So I'll do like a short stream this evening. I might even have a chance to make and post a short. But hey, thank you for watching me play some A Link to the Past, and I'll be back later. This is KarmaJolt signing off. Tell your friends I'm great. You have a great day, Paul. And my streak of entering streams right at the end continues. Oh my gosh, Paul. I'll see you later. Be safe, big guy. I'm good, you're bad. Slade, Tampa, see you soon. Nick the Frenchie, thank you so much for the donations. And Mike Hang, and Soriel, and Genevieve B.